Hey everybody, I'm back in another video. So I finished Brian Lee O'Malley's Seconds a couple days ago, so we're gonna review that sometime, and also hit 2,000 subscribers, so we're gonna do a 2,000 subscribers special sometime within the week. I'm gonna try to not upload too much, so you get, don't want to get like fatigued, I guess you could say, but I watched Deadpool 2 yesterday. There you go, there's the shirts. But what did I think of it? Now when I first heard the reviews, it was kind of like it was okay, I guess, but then I started hearing like, oh, it's better than the first one and stuff. So without getting into spoilers, because we'll do that eventually, also stick around because I'm going to talk about Spider-Man Homecoming 2, maybe, or whatever the title for that is. But what did I think of Deadpool 2? Was it better than the first one? Maybe like the story was better, because, the first one had like just like an average superhero movie story. I guess it kind of didn't matter because it was like, I mean, okay, they should, with the writing, like, it should matter, I guess, but it didn't, like, it was kind of like the introduction, I guess you could say. It depends on who you are, because it's, I don't know. I mean, some people probably say, like, oh, the story probably should matter, because it was the introduction, and the jokes were so good, and they can make the story better than the second one. But if you're, like, really big into writing and story, then that's going to be important, like, the story was pretty lackluster. It was just, like, a simple, like, Mario storyline, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But, the jokes were good and everything. I heard that TJ Miller in the second one was, like, kind of annoying, I guess you could say. But I found him to be fine. He wasn't, like the first one he was pretty annoying, I thought, but he was fine in this one. I don't know. It probably depends on the person. But, I thought it was fine. To me, there was a lot more stuff I didn't like in the second one than there was in the first one. Granted, not to say that like it had like a bunch of problems, but it just, there were things that bugged me. Also, what was fantastic is I got in line for the ticket to buy my tickets, and then it got spoiled for me when the one of the cameos right as I walked in line. So to the person that spoiled it, gets middle finger. No, it's whatever. Like, it didn't spoil the end, but it still was enough to bug me. But, yeah. I'd say, go see it. It was a good movie. I don't know, it's hard to say. Because I think the jokes might have been funnier in this one. There was, like, more thrown at the wall, but there was more of it that also didn't stick, kind of. So, it depends on what you're looking for. But on to the spoiler review section. Spoilers. Ooh. So. Spoilers, yeah. Peter was... He was okay. It's kind of what I kind of got what I expected from Peter, because I figured Peter would either die in a horrible accident, because I kind of expected everybody else to help fight Cable or whatever. So I thought everybody was going to fight Cable, and then Peter would either die horribly, and it would be hilarious or whatever, or he'd save the day and it would be hilarious. Either way, I mean, those are like the only two options. But then everybody died, so I was kind of like, well, that was kind of unexpected, because I kind of expected everybody to not die, but they did. So, oh well. But I guess, Peter's alive, technically, by the end of it, so that's cool. And then we have, like, some of the things I didn't like, though, were the Justin Bieber reference. That was really stupid. Like, there wasn't a need for the Justin Bieber reference, because it's like, that's one of my least favorite things in movies and pop culture, I guess, is like when you reference like a celebrity or something. Like in Black Panther, they're like, what are those? I mentioned that in my Black Panther review, but she's like, what are those? And it's like, that's a freaking, it's a dead vine. Like, don't do that because it dates your movie. But I guess it's whatever. And then there was another thing I didn't like was the dubstep reference, but that's kind of acceptable because they mentioned you might need to Google dubstep at the end, so I guess it's kind of forgivable. It's like, whatever. And then there was the, like, Juggernaut Colossus fight, which I kind of didn't like the end to that, because it was really weird, and, like, I mean, I know it's like an R-rated superhero movie, but, like, I don't need to see Juggernaut get in something stuck up his butt. That's not really my cup of tea. That made me feel kind of awkward, but whatever. But yeah, that was my main problem with the movie. Other than that, I thought it was pretty good. I can't really think of anything else that was a huge bummer or anything. A huge disappointment or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I thought it was a pretty good movie overall. Go see it. There's my spoiler section. Now, on to the other section. Spider-Man Homecoming 2. So, there was a big Twitter argument I saw that I kind of got in the middle of. I didn't really it wasn't like a huge thing, but hopefully he doesn't see this and think I'm trying to attack him or anything. Because I'm not trying to attack anybody, I'm just here to put my 2 cents in. But there was it's been sort of rumored that Jake Gyllenhaal is playing Mysterio. And a lot of people are for it. Whatever, I don't know, it depends on where you stand, I guess. But most of the things I've seen have been like, yeah, Mysterio, Jake Gyllenhaal, it's going to be awesome. And Jake Gyllenhaal is like a big, he's a big actor, big name, or whatever. So they're probably, if he is in the movie, then they're probably going to put him in a big role. Put him as like the main villain, kind of like Michael Keaton. Like Michael Keaton's a big name actor. So they put him in the main bad guy starring role or whatever. So, most of the things I've seen on it have been positive. But I was on Twitter, this one guy's like, Mysterio shouldn't be the villain. It's complicated, I think, because, like, in my opinion, I don't know, his argument is kind of wrong, because, there needs to be a big bad guy that can fight Spider-Man. Now, Mysterio isn't that difficult of a villain. He's good for, 30 minutes, kind of like Spectacular Spider-Man. Spectacular Spider-Man did it just fine, because, you had him fight Mysterio once, and he lost, and then Liz Allen, says oh, don't always pay attention to what's in front of you. She helps him out, and he defeats Mysterio. That's all you really need. Just boom, he's done. It's hard to make an hour-long movie with Mysterio. Because especially, you got the spider sense, and especially the thing with Spider-Man now is he's got all these gadgets. So it'd be even easier to fight Mysterio than it already is. But then, the guy that made the Twitter thing is he needs a big bad guy like Kraven or Chameleon, and he starts listing off villains like Kraven, Carnage, Morbius. Those are the only ones I can think of right now. But he lists those couple villains. Number one, Kraven isn't much. He's okay. I think that a lot of Spider-Man's villains, I like most of them. They've got neat ideas, a guy that can make you see illusions, and he's a special effects artist, a hunter that wants to kill Spider-Man, a guy in an impenetrable rhino armor, a symbiote evil version, a symbiote red version, that stuff, a guy with 4 metal arms, a guy that killed his girlfriend. I think they're all genuinely pretty good ideas. A guy that shoots electricity. I think most of them are good ideas. But like in my opinion, most of Spider-Man's villains aren't very good. Like you have like 4 good ones. You have Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Venom, and Carnage. Those are the only heavy hitting villains in Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery. And like the Kingpin, but they can't really use the Kingpin. I don't think. It's complicated. If they can use the Kingpin, then yeah, sure, I'd be all for it. Like a Daredevil, Spider-Man team-up movie, I would definitely be on that in a heartbeat, because Daredevil's like my 3rd favorite superhero. So yeah, that seems like a cool idea, but I don't think they can do it. But Kraven isn't any better than Mysterio, because he's just as weak. Like the only time he was close enough in strength to beat Spider-Man was when he got injected with lion DNA in Spectacular Spider-Man, which I'm still on the fence about if I like that or not. So I don't know. I mean, I guess they could do that with Kraven if they really wanted to, but again, it's kind of like one of those. It's only like a 30-minute thing, in my opinion. I don't know. And but yeah, and I mean, Morbius could be a good villain, but again, it's hard to. I feel like it might be kind of difficult to put him in the movie, unless like you really, I don't know. Unless you, I don't know, because he's a vampire, so he just like suck blood. Maybe you could make that PG-13, because I know in the 90s cartoon he was like a plasma vampire or whatever, so I don't know. But then we have like Carnage. Again, you can't use him because I'm pretty sure he's going to be in the Venom movie. And you can't use Venom because he's got his own movie. Green Goblin's been done before. Rhino's been done before, horribly. Electro's been done before. Shocker was already in the Spider-Man Homecoming. That's right, yeah. Scorpion might be okay, I guess, but I'm pretty sure he's in jail. Like, I think, yeah, because like Vulture's in jail. Scorpion, I'm pretty sure he's in jail because they did the little teaser thing. So, I mean, I guess if they really wanted to, they could, like, break Scorpion out of jail or something. I don't know. But, like, you have, like, Mysterio is an option, Kraven. And Chameleon is just the worst, because all he does is put, like, on a mask, right? As far as I know, he can't, like, actually do any of their powers. So, I mean, it's pointless. Sandman has been done before. And I guess he mentioned Taskmaster, too, but that's not really. I'm pretty sure it's not even a Spider-Man villain. That's somebody else's villain, I'm pretty sure. So, Taskmaster. I know he's been in the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon, but meh. So, yeah, those are the ones I can think of. Vulture's been done before. Lizard's been done before. Yeah, it's hard to think of villains. Like, so all you really have is like Scorpion, Kraven, Mysterio, maybe Morbius if you really want to give it a shot. But yeah, I mean, if you really wanted to, you could do like one of Dan Slott's villains. And they mentioned Sin Eater too, but Sin Eater's just some guy with a shotgun that killed Gene DeWolf, I'm pretty sure. So like, can't really make a movie out of him. I guess if you wanted to, you could do one of Dan Slott's villains, but I feel like that probably is never going to happen, unless they wanted to make like a side villain or something. But you could do like a freaking like, there's like Menace, and there's the one with the video camera on her head, I can't think of, like Screwball or something. Sounds right, maybe, I don't know. But yeah. And again, kind of like there's a thing on Sam's channel that says like, most of the Spider-Man villains aren't really made to be like heavy hitters. They're made to like just make sure he can't get to his date on time. They're supposed to be like a little inconvenience, like, a flat tire on the side of the road. So yeah. And I think Jake Gyllenhaal might be a good Mysterio anyway. Like, I feel like he could do like the whole like special effects artist sort of thing. I feel like he could pull off pretty well, Like, I'm Mysterio, the master of illusion, kneel before me, or something, that sort of thing. I feel like he could pull that off pretty well. And Jake Gyllenhaal's a pretty good actor, because a couple months ago I watched like a Southpaw I saw a Nightcrawler. I'm pretty sure there's a third one, but I can't think of it at the moment. I just went in like I've seen October Sky, but that's meh. There was a third one, wasn't there? Anyway, but yeah, I've seen Jake Gyllenhaal movies and whatnot. Oh yeah, Zodiac Killer. So yeah, I think he'd do a pretty good Mysterio, or I mean, depending on the role, I feel like he'd do a pretty maybe Kraven the Hunter. I mean, I guess he's not like Russian. If he could do the accent, then I would go for it. But I don't know if he could do the accent or not. So yeah, that's my opinion on the villain thing. Personally, I'm all for. I mean, I like Mysterio a lot. I like Scorpion. I like Kraven. So those are my three options: Kraven, Mysterio, or Scorpion. I think so. Yeah. If I missed any villains, I guess there's Tombstone too. But Tombstone is kind of I feel like he's too similar to Kingpin. That'd be weird. I guess there's a Silver Sable and Silvermane. Yeah. But anyway, those are my thoughts on the Spider-Man Homecoming 2 villain. If you want to share your thoughts in the comments down below, then go for it. If you like this video, then thanks. If you didn't, I'm sorry. You had to watch it. And then next we should have like a seconds review and a 200 subscriber special. Thanks for watching. Peace.